Despite the critical acclaim and engaging world created by its showrunners, Westworld's fifth season never came to fruition, and learning the creators' original plan for the show makes the cancellation even worse. Even though Westworld's fourth season helped the show cement its status as of the best sci-fi TV shows of 2022, that distinction didn't do much in the way of securing a proper ending via a fifth season. What's worse about the show's cancellation is that Westworld Season 5 was planned from the beginning, according to star Evan Rachel Wood. Based on the 1973 Michael Crichton film of the same name and loosely based on the 1976 Richard T. Heffround sequel, Futureworld, Westworld sees its characters living in a dystopian Western future in which they have access to technology that grants them the ability to live out their every desire, free of consequences. While the show touches on themes of futurism, technology, and the human spirit, its well-crafted storylines and engaging characters helped sustain the show's interesting premise. Nevertheless, Westworld's cancellation and limited information regarding it still stands as a major head-scratcher. Westworld's unfulfilled plan makes Season 5's cancellation worse. The cast doesn't even know how Westworld was supposed to end. Evan Rachel Wood as Dolores during the Westworld Season 4 ending. Although limited information is available regarding Westworld's fifth season, the writing leading up to protagonist Dorothy's declaration of "one last game" suggests the show was headed in a particularly interesting direction and that final game in Westworld Season 5 would have fully completed the story. As revealed in Westworld's fourth season, one of the biggest twists revealed that all the humans and hosts had basically gone extinct, leading to Dorothy's statement. Even though this sees Dorothy virtually return to a simulation of the Old West Park where everything began, it hinted that Season 5 would have focused on key details from the first season. While it isn't exactly clear where things were headed, Dorothy's godlike abilities and the reset to the prominently featured Old West Park from Season 1 suggest that Dorothy would have used her abilities to test humanity once again if Westworld Season 5 happened. Further, several of the show's stars have offered opinions on where they think the show was headed before its sudden cancellation. Star James Marsden suggested that Westworld was cancelled because it cost HBO too much money, and the dwindling Westworld viewership didn't necessarily justify the studio financing a fifth season. The cast not knowing how Westworld was supposed to end is tragic. Most of the cast have been forced to speculate about the show's cancellation. Michael Ealy as Jake Reed in Westworld. Westworld's cast not knowing how the series was supposed to end is also unfortunate because it leaves them yearning for the same level of closure as its viewership. Given the amount of work and effort that each actor pours into the series, their efforts likely feel wasted to some extent. However, the showrunners' refusal to reveal how Westworld was supposed to end suggests they're withholding the information because there's a chance Westworld could return at a later date. Although showrunners Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy withholding information suggests that the creative force behind the dystopian sci-fi western were making things up as they went along, that's likely not the case. Even though audiences and the cast are unaware of the series' finale plans, Wood remains optimistic. By Wood's admission, she's hopeful Westworld will return, somehow, some way is some iteration, and with Westworld Season 5 fan campaigns being run by supporters of the series, there's hope that the show will be revived and provide a proper ending for both its stars and its loyal viewers. Will Westworld Season 5 ever happen? It is highly unlikely Westworld Season 5 will ever happen considering its complicated production. Despite Westworld's popularity and the strong audience demand for a satisfying conclusion, there don't appear to be any immediate plans for a Westworld Season 5. In addition to the show's incredible expenses required to deliver a quality viewing experience to its audience, most of the cast has moved on to other projects, which would only complicate things further. Additionally, with showrunners Nolan and Joy working on the upcoming Fallout TV show, it's even less likely that the creative force behind Westworld will be able to divide their time between both shows. While it is unlikely that audiences will receive a conclusion to Westworld anytime soon, that doesn't rule out the possibility of the show coming back at a later time. As seen with plenty of other respected shows, like FX's Atlanta, a show sometimes needs time out of the spotlight so that the creative forces responsible for its high level of quality can recalibrate and deliver a satisfying conclusion later on. While it isn't the most ideal way to handle the beloved science fiction western, a legacy revival series years later that delivers a strong ending to Westworld shouldn't be ruled out.